Good day, everyone. Hello. I hope everyone is doing well. My name is Ash, and this is Solar Movement. So, we are going to be finishing our heart series for this month of February. And we're going to be focusing on, again, stretching and strengthening and opening up the heart with different balances, with different binds, and different openings into different back bends. We will move for about an hour. So go ahead and grab your blocks, your water, and yourself, and let's get started. So wherever you're at, go ahead and let's come onto our backs today to start off. Feet towards the front of your mat, coming down onto the crown of the back of the crown of the head and extending your hands out behind you and just taking a big stretch here. And then once you're got all the juicy stretches out of the way, go ahead and place your hands onto your side for just a moment and breathing. Your hands can be on the sides of your body, or you can place a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly, and taking some deep breaths through the belly, the chest, finding a 3-part breath here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Breathe in, feel the belly and the chest rise. Exhale, let it go. One more, breathe in. Open the mouth and maybe add a sound to this exhale. Toning the vagal nerve, turning on the rest and digest, and allowing your body to be here now. Settling in. And with heart practices, it can open up a lot. It can bring in a lot of emotion. So maybe today you're coming with a lot of emotion, or maybe not. But just a reminder throughout this next hour together to remain kind to yourself. Remain open, inviting in some space for love, enjoy. Curiosity over conflict is what we're also going to be working with. So staying curious with what we're feeling in our minds, our bodies, and soul, rather than bringing on judgment onto ourselves or maybe even others. Take another breath in here, filling up. Seal the lips and engaging the Ujjayi breath. Exhale through the nose. The Ujjayi breath is warming you up from the inside out. It's the breath that will anchor you throughout the entire practice. It's a breath that elongates the inhale and exhale, fogging up, like a sound of fogging up a mirror or a window. Nice. And when you're ready, bring your right heel on the far right side of the mat, left heel over the right, and bring your arms up, stretching back behind you, and peel yourself over towards the right. So right arm and right hand reach for the left wrist, peeling you open, finding Banana Asana. Feeling and breathing into the left armpit, the left side body, just feeling this slight opening here. Take one more breath right here. Exhale, release the wrist from your hand, come through center. Bring the left heel on the left side of the mat. Pause here for a moment. And then bring the right over the left. Peel the top torso over towards the left. Left arm grabs right wrist and gently pull yourself over towards the left. Breathing into the right armpit. Take one more breath. And on the exhale, slowly come back through center. Maybe take one more big stretch here, pointing the toes, rolling out the wrists, the ankles. And when you're ready, you can gently bring the knees into your chest, wrapping your forearms around the shins and rocking side to side here. Go ahead and cross the ankles, hands behind the thighs, and rock up and down the spine, massaging the back. Maybe going onto the left side. And then maybe on the right side, getting into the flanks, the glutes. And then when you're ready, go ahead and roll up into seat. Getting ready for our pranayama part of our practice. So you can stay seated in sukhasana, which is easy pose, crisscross yoga sauce, or you can sit kneeling in hero's pose or sit onto a block, a cushion, whatever you have in your space and whatever feels good for your knees and for your hips. For me, I am going to keep my hips elevated onto a block today. So with working with the heart, we're going to do a pranayama practice that elevates and awakens the heart. It's going to be a forceful inhale through the nose or through the mouth. I prefer the mouth. And an exhale out through the mouth. It's going to sound like this. So you're breathing in air forcefully and then exhaling out through the mouth. We're only going to do 3 rounds. They're very short segments. And for any reason, if you're feeling uncomfortable or it doesn't feel safe or good in your body, you can always place your hand on your heart or your belly and just take some easy breaths here. So wherever you're at, let's go ahead and start. Keep going. I will count you out. You might start to feel a little lightheaded or light in the head. That's completely normal. You're just inviting in more oxygen through the breath and it's going into the brain, which is a good thing. But if you're feeling too lightheaded, again, come back to an easy, natural breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last exhale. Inhale through the nose. Hold at the top. Soften the shoulders. Restricting the breath in. Maybe you're feeling the air circulating through the chest, the nose, the head. Stay here. And exhale all the air out to the very bottom of the breath. Fine, come back to a normal, natural breath here. It feels good. Through the nose, out the nose. And let's go into our second round. Breathe in. Open the mouth. The head can come, or the hand can come on top of the forehead. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. Fill all the way up. Hold at the top. Soften. And let out all the air. Come back to a normal breath, a natural, intuitive breath. Keep the chest slightly lifted. Notice if you're rounding in the shoulders. Soften the jaw. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Last round. We're not here for long, so stay with it. If you need to take a breath, you can, and then just come back to it. For 5, 4, 3, 1. Slowly breathe all the way in and up. breathing into the head and hold at the top of the inhale. For 5, 4, 3, 2, press the navel back for 1. Exhale, everything goes down, softening. Coming back to your breath, coming back to this moment. Notice how that felt. Taking in any feedback, remaining curious without judgment. Bringing in some kindness to yourself for trying maybe something new. Or maybe this practice is familiar to you. Just notice. And then when you're ready, you can slowly open up your eyes if they were closed. And let's go into tabletop. I'm using the blocks because it's going to create way more space for the warm-up that we're going to be doing. If you don't have blocks, totally cool. So hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, rotate the elbows in, drop the belly, send the chest forward. Maybe the head looks forward and maybe the head looks up for a cow. Exhale, push into the earth or the blocks and around the spine and send your hips back. This time as you inhale, drop the belly, send the left arm forward, right leg back. You can tuck the toes for stability, the left toes. Right toes will stay flexed. Right heel is super active. Inhale, extend front and back. Exhale, round your elbow to your knee. Pressing the navel up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. Pause. Bend the right knee, flexing the heel towards your glute. You can stay here, or you can flip the left palm, reaching behind you for the top of the foot and kicking the foot into the hand. Finding this opening in the left shoulder and in the right hip flexor. 3, 2, 1, slowly release and bring the right foot on the outside of the right mat, or right side of the mat, in line with the left knee. And with your block or with your hand, walk your hand in line with the left knee. So you're in one direct line. Press the hips forward, reach the right arm high, breathe in. Exhale, find some arm circles here. Switch direction. Reach the right arm high on an inhale. And as you exhale, thread it underneath the left arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, reach. Press the hips forward, squeezing the right glute. Exhale, thread. Reach the right arm high. Breathe in. Exhale, lift that right foot. Flex the toes towards your face. Kick the heel towards your glute. Reach for the foot once more. Kick into the hand and maybe spiral that right shoulder down, looking up or back. So you're feeling a big opening here in the right side body. Slowly release the right leg behind you. Bring the right arm back down. And press into the blocks or the earth. Right toes are behind you. Lift the left knee. Squeeze the heel towards your glute and round your knee to your nose. And then step or grab the left foot in between the hands. Drop the right knee down. Untuck the toes. Low lunge here. Inhale, lifts the chest. And exhale, sends the pelvis forward. Use any option on the blocks that feel good for you. Finding a deep opening in the right hand or quad and hip flexor. Dropping the pelvic bowl deeper into closer towards the earth. And then tuck those back toes, straighten out the left leg, flex the toes towards the ceiling. And work it out here. Get intuitive. Maybe it feels good to rock side to side, turn the toes towards the left, hips towards the right. Getting into the outer leg, IT band, bringing them back up towards the ceiling and maybe dropping the head over. And rebend that left knee. Walk your hands back to frame the left foot and inhale. Extend your arms up high towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, sink deeper into the left knee. And cactus the arms, elbows towards the side. Maybe lift the chest. Reach the arms high, inhale. Come out of the pelvic bowl, grab your left wrist with your right hand and peel up and over towards the right. So you're feeling a nice stretch right in the left side body. And then you're going to follow through the right, follow through the right, go forward towards the front, and grab your right wrist this time and lean up and over towards the left, finding the stretch in the right side body now. And now follow through the left, go forward, find any amount of circles here, make them big, make them small, and then you can switch direction. And you can stay here with lifting your arms high. And if you want to find funky thing, I'm really quite not sure what to call it, but the left hand's going to come out towards the left of the mat. Lift that back knee, drop the right heel. So think warrior 2. Lift the right arm, press the hips towards the right, lifting the arm up and back behind you. Lifting out of that right leg. Yeah. Slowly swing yourself back around. With your blocks, you're going to walk towards your right. Find a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift here. Exhale, fold. You can grab outside of the ankles. You can rock side to side. You can bend one knee and then the other. Whatever feels good here. Take it. Do whatever you need. This is still the warm-up. And now grab your blocks and walk to frame the back of the mat. So your right foot, drop your left knee down, bring the right knee back, tabletop. Find your hands underneath your shoulders again. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward, cow. Exhale, round for cat. This time as you inhale, drop forward, right arm lifts, left leg lifts. Inhale, extend, lengthen, long. Exhale, round, push into the left block. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend. And exhale, round. Nice. Inhale, extend long. Bend the left knee and reach around for tiger pose. Press, kicking the hand and the foot together. Breath in. Exhale, slowly release. And now this time the left foot goes in line with the right knee for similar to gate pose, right hand in line with the right knee. Lift the arm high, left arm high, press the hips forward, breathe, and exhale, find your circles. Taking up space, warming up the shoulders, and then switch direction. Inhale, lifts up. Exhale, thread underneath the right arm, compressing the stomach and the spleen. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifts. Exhale, kicks that left leg up beside you. Bend the knee, reach for the foot, and find that quad stretch. Create space here. So you're kicking the foot away from the glute this time. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly drop that left leg behind you. Right knee is down. Press into the left toes and the hands and round the right knee into your nose. And then step or grab it, place it in between your hands, drop the left knee, low lunge. Lift the chest, inhale, left hip forward, right hip squeezes back. Exhale, melt your hips to the front of the mat. Reach your arms high, inhale. Exhale, cactus, send it lower. And squeeze the elbows to the side, finding this lift in the chest. Inhale, lift up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and lean over towards the left. Follow through the left, move towards the front of the right thigh. Come all the way up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand, lean up and out of the left hip over towards the right. Follow through a circle here. Lift up, breathe in. Exhale, find your blocks, tuck the toes, and straighten that right leg. Flex the toes towards the ceiling. And whatever feels good here, go ahead and take it. Toes towards the right, hips towards the left. Or maybe finding a bowing notion over the right knee, but keep that knee slightly bent. When you're ready, you can rebend that right knee. Maybe the right hand goes out towards the right, finding your funky thing, lifting the left knee, dropping the heel towards the right, lifting the left arm up and hips towards that back of your space. Feels so good. Nice, slowly pivot back around. Find your blocks. Walk towards the left for that wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Shake your head yes, and shake your head no. Do whatever you need, and then find your blocks. Walk towards the front of your mat. Frame your left foot. Place the blocks off towards the mat if you were using them, and then send that left leg back for a downward facing dog. So work it out here. Pedal out the feet, maybe dropping the heels over towards the right, bending the knees, maybe picking them up and dropping them over towards the left. Maybe widening them as wide as the mat. Oh man, my dog. Y'all, she just let the smelliest fart rip. Oh, that was like eye-watering. Sorry. You guys probably don't need to know that. Anyways, get into it, stretch it out, feel good, gaze forward, and then you're going to slowly walk towards the front of the mat. Feet are hips width distance apart. Inhale, find your blocks, shins, or thighs for an Ardha Uttanasana halfway lift. Crown is long. And then exhale, bend the knees generously and fold. So connect the belly and the chest to the thighs. Allow the head to be as heavy as a bowling ball. Can you shift your weight slowly into the front of the toes? Maybe ragdoll, grab opposite elbows and rock side to side. And then with this rounding of the spine, press into the feet and slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. Like there's a string lifting you up from the base of the neck. The head is the last to follow. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and down. Tadasana, mountain pose. Here you are, ready to begin. Moment by moment, as always, press the heart forward, engaging the core. Knees are slightly buoyant. Scoop the arms, inhale. Exhale, allow them to be heavy and bend the knees as you swoop them down. Breathe out. Inhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Let it go. Inhale, what are you carrying? Exhale, let it release. One more. Exhale. Swoop up, breathe in. Exhale, press the hips forward, cactus the arms, send the heart back and up, gaze is up or maybe behind you. Lift the arms, breathe in. Exhale, Anjali Mudra to the heart. Taking a moment, feeling the heart racing beneath the chest. Soften the shoulders. So curiosity over conflict, staying kind and soft when things feel challenging. Reach the palms high, breathe in. Exhale, swan dive, hinge at the hips, fold down. Shake the head, yes. and shake the head no. Plant the hand, step one leg and then the other leg back and slowly lower half all the way down. How slow can you go? How slow can you go? Squeezing the elbows and lower down. Beautiful. Inhale, baby cobra, hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the big toe tips, the hip points. Exhale, melt down. Slide the hands to the low ribs. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, cobra or up dog, lifting the thighs or the knees. And then exhale, send the tailbone high for a downward facing dog. So going into our chaturanga breakdown, chaturangas are always optional. Once I cue the vinyasa flow, you can always lower halfway into your yogi push-up, chaturanga dandasana, or you could always lower onto your knees as well. You can go through child, through tabletop, and we'll always meet in downward facing dog. So please take whatever option feels good for you today. Today I will be modifying. This is my third class of the day. But I told you guys I'd get one out every week, so here we are. So ripple forward into a high plank. Inhale. Optional vinyasa. Maybe drop the knees. Rotate the elbows in. Squeeze the elbows in. Lower halfway, 90 degrees. Inhale. Choose your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. One more breath. If you're not in down dog, like I'm not, go ahead and meet me there. Press the palms into the earth to send the chest closer to the thighs. Drop the shoulders away from your ear and inhale, right heel lifts. And then exhale, round the right knee into your nose. So optional to always keep your knee down. This is where I will be. Or you can always lift the knee back up in three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale 2 more times. Round in. You can leave the knee up or down. Inhale, extend back. Exhale, round in. Pause. Step that right foot in between the hands. If the left knee is down, go ahead and lift it. Reach the arms high, scoop up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Bend into that right knee, 90 degree. Left heel is super active. So this back leg is super strong. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward, bending that right knee, pressing into that right foot. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, send the heart up. Reach up, breathe in. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your low spine. Peel the knuckles down, rotating the shoulders back. Knuckles down the left thigh. If you want, you can drop the left heel down, find warrior one. Actually, everyone, drop the left heel down, warrior one, 45-degree angle on the left foot. Peel down and find a humble warrior here. Bowing down, pressing the knuckles towards the ceiling. Press that right knee in through center. Bump the left hip forward. Nice. Press into the outer left edge of the foot. And then release the hands, stay here, and crawl your hands in front of you, finding this juicy stretch here. Walk your hands back to underneath your shoulders. Turn the left toes back through center and slowly rise up for crescent. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. So I'm going to be modifying today, but I'm going to cue you to warrior two. Right knee is bent 90 degrees. Left leg is strong. Press into the outer left foot. Right knee towards the right pinky. Go as deep as you need today. This is where I'm at. Gaze is in front of you. Strong fingers. Inhale. Exhale, flip the palm straight in the left leg and high five the back of your space for reverse Trikonasana. Inhale here. Exhale, rebend that right knee, tee out the arms, extended side angle. So the hand can on the forearm can be on the right thigh, left arm goes up and streamlining it towards the front, or you can be on a block or hovering. You can find the half bind. Since we're working with binds, rolling that left shoulder back. If you want to find the full bind, you know who you are. Go for it. And if you don't know, you can watch my other videos. I have done it multiple times. Slowly look down, release the bind if you have it, and with a block, finding half moon here. So balancing half moon. The block is going to go out towards the right top of the mat. Left leg lifts, flexing the toes towards your face. Left arm is super strong. Right knee is slightly bent. So the top half of my body is super strong, and play around. So maybe lift your hands off the block. And then slowly bend that right knee, dropping that left knee behind you, coming down onto your glutes. And you're going to scoop that right ankle with the left thigh. I'm going to turn to you, finding a seated figure four stretch here. And you're going to go that way to the left, drop the knees towards the right, allowing it to feel good. Bring your feet back in front of the center. Extend your legs, bend the knees. Fingertips facing the glutes in the front of your mat. Press into your hands, lift your hips, finding reverse tabletop here. And maybe drop the head if that feels okay. Let's just shift forward and back. And then walk your toes underneath your glutes, send the knees forward. Lift your arms high, inhale, come onto your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, send your hips up and back for a forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Nice. Plant the hands, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, choose your back bend. Exhale will send you back into your downward facing dog. And breathe. Press the navel in. Allow the heels to be super heavy. Spread the fingers apart. 2 more breaths. Everyone, let's meet back in downward facing dog. And then lift the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Breathe in. Exhale, round the left knee into your nose. Remember, you can always drop your knee here. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, round it in. Inhale, extend it out. Exhale, round it in. Pause. And then bring the left foot in between the hands. Lift that right knee if it's down. And press up into crescent lunge. Reach out of the low pelvis bone. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Sink into the hips deeper. Maybe lift the chest. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, interlace the fingers, maybe opposite grip this time. It'll feel funky. That means you're doing it right. Slide the knuckles down, lift the chest. Drop the right heel down, warrior one, and then turn your chest towards the right and melt down, humble warrior. Press the knuckles towards the ceiling. Bring the left knee in towards the middle and keep that right thigh turning towards the right. Release the palms and stretch your hands out in front of you. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Pivot the right toes back through center and rise up, crescent. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Squeeze that right glute. Flip the palm. Exhale, straighten the left leg, reverse Trikonasana. Drop out of the right shoulder, bump the right hip forward. Keep that left knee slightly bent to keep it activated. Once you're hyper locking that joint, your muscles actually stop working. So for the people who are hypermobile, Keeping them bent and activating and turning on the muscles is so important. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the left knee, extend its side angle. Finding whatever variation feels good and fun and freeing in your body. And then when you're ready, you can look forward, reach for the left block out on the left side, finding balancing half moon. Reach that right heel high, fingertips super activated, left knee slightly bent. Slowly bend the knee, drop the right leg behind the left, come onto your glutes, scoop the left ankle with the right thigh. There we go, finding your seated figure four. Flex the left foot, press the left knee away. Oh, it feels so good, yo. And then extend the legs out, but then rebend them, fingers facing and reverse tabletop. Send the hips high, inhale. Exhale slowly. Actually, no, keep them lifted and then walk your toes back underneath your glutes. Heels underneath. Send the knees forward. Come onto your shins. Lift the arms high. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms. Send the chest up. Inhale, lift them up. Stay on the shins. Exhale, bring your hands on the low of your spine, fingers facing down, press the elbows in together and finding half camel here. If you want to go for full camel, go for it. Dropping your hands on your heels, press the hips forward, chest up, shoulders back. To get out of it, hand on lower back, hand on lower back, roll forward, puppy pose or rabbit pose. For rabbit, drop down onto your forehead, interlace your hands, press the knuckles away and come onto the top of the crown, or you can be in puppy pose or child's pose. Slowly release the hands underneath your shoulder. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, place the hands down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa here. I'll give you about everyone 5 breaths to choose their own adventure to do what you need to do. So this is where the emotions start to build up because we're doing bigger openings here in the front body. It can bring up a lot of fear and worry, and just notice what it feels like and sit with it and stay curious. 3 more breaths. Come back into downward facing dog wherever you're at. And from here, you're going to walk your hands back towards your feet. Find a halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly sweep your arms up. Stand up, breathe in. Exhale, Anjali Mudra to your heart. Press your chest into your thumbs, thumbs into your chest, and pause. Notice where there's tension hanging out. Flutter out the lips. Release the arms and just find some buoyancy here, some bounces in the body, releasing any stress, releasing anything that's still maybe bogging you down. For 5, 4, there's no outcome here, so move freely. 2, and 1, pause, feel the vibrations, inhale. And exhale. Scoop the arms, inhale, reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands down to prayer once more, feet underneath your hips. Bring your left heel towards your glute. Reach your foot for the left heel and just press the heel towards the glute. Finding a nice quad stretch. Reach the right arm high and then walk the hand on the inside of the left foot. Squeeze the knees together. Keep that right knee super buoyant. Find a drishti point, a point to focus on, a point that's not moving, and a point you can count on. Reach up and out of that right leg, but keep the knee bent and then kick the head or the foot into the hand and lean forward, finding Nada Ranjasana dancer pose. Squeeze the core up and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release, drop your hands down, left leg lifts up, give it a little shake for standing half splits. Inhale. Exhale, bend that left knee again if that feels okay. Reaching with the right hand towards the top of the left foot. Squeeze it in, and we can find some playfulness here. Going into baby dragonfly. So you have the left foot with your right hand. Walk and bend that right knee. Walk the left hand out towards the left, or left hand out towards the left, and kick that left foot into the right hand out towards the right. Bend the knee. Hips are about like an inch off the earth. And then send it down lower. Nice. Slowly release. Drop the left leg. Finding seated twist here. So tilt your hips back and sit bones down towards the front. Reach the arms high. Exhale, hook the left elbow on the outer right knee and twist towards the right. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, counter twist towards the left, melt down. Bend the elbows, reach up, inhale. Exhale, unravel, and just move through a tabletop. Set yourself into a high plank, optional vinyasa. Lower halfway, 90 degrees. Inhale will lift you up. Exhale will send you back. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands back, but towards the back of the mat. Find a halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, fold. Reach up, inhale, scoop, scoop, scoop. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Send the prayer back up on a breath in. This time, bend the right knee, reaching for the right foot. Squeeze the knee together. Stay here if this is okay. Lock into that left foot. Left knee is slightly buoyant, and you're reaching out of the left thigh bone. Walk that hand, if you're going into the full Nadaranjasana, walk the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Lean up, and then kick into the hand, leaning forward any amount. And this is where people start to get frustrated. It's okay if you wobble. Wisdom is in the wobbles. It's okay if you get out, just get back in. If you're feeling frustrated, it just means you care. I'm going to say all the things you probably have already heard, but also create that space for curiosity, for breath, for compassion on yourself. Because maybe if you do this tomorrow, it might be a lot stabler, or maybe not, but there's still grace that we can offer ourselves. Slowly release the hand if you're there. Drop the hands down. Right leg goes back for standing half splits and give it a little shakeroonie. And then you can leave it lifted. And if you want to try baby dragonfly, kick that knee, bend that knee, kick the foot behind you, reaching with the left foot. With the right hand out towards the right. Bend the left knee, kick the foot out towards the left. And boom. Nice. Then drop the right foot down. Turn towards the left, come onto the sit bones. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, twist towards the left. Left hand behind you. Hook the right elbow with the left knee. Breathe. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale. Scoop the arms, inhale. Exhale, turn towards the right, counter twist, melt down. Press into the hands to lift up. Extend the legs out in front of you. Come onto your sit bones and just find staff pose for just a moment. Hands by your side, chest is lifted, and just take a beat. Notice how you're feeling. Come back home. And then bend the knees, scoop your arms forward, tuck the chin into the chest, and slowly activating your core, lower all the way down onto your mat. How slow can you go? Nice. And setting up for bridge, make sure your blocks are nearby. And then feet close to the heels, palms by the side. Noticing what this just feels like. It just feels so good to be on our backs, yeah? Press into the hands, inhale, press into the heels, and as you exhale, lift your hips high for bridge pose. Keep the chin away from the neck, or the chin away from the chest to create space within the throat. And then you can interlace your fingers, rolling one shoulder underneath the other, underneath the chest, and pressing into the forearms and the knuckles, lifting the chest here. Soften the glutes. Breathe into the front of the body, and as you exhale, stay. Slowly unravel the hands, coming down one vertebra at a time. Feet as wide as the mat, knees in. You can find some windshield wipers here. Fluttering out the lips. And it wouldn't be a heart practice if we didn't teach wheel. So for my wheel friends, I'm going to cue you guys. And then for my friends who want to learn wheel, I'm going to cue you guys. And for my people who do not want to do wheel, I got you. Just do bridge again. Or maybe send your knees into your chest, or choose any option, waterfall. We're coming down anyway, so choose your options. So go ahead and set up. For wheel, it could feel nice to have blocks underneath your hands. So your hands are going to go on top of the blocks or the earth. Fingertips are facing your toes. And the blocks, if you're using them, can be touching the tip of your shoulder. Squeeze the elbows in. And we're going to cue wheel twice. So bridge people, wheel people, inhale. As you exhale, lift the hips, wheel people, press into your hands and come onto the top of your crown first. Setting up, notice what this feels like, but press into your hands to create some foundation here so you're not collapsing fully into the crown. If this feels okay, and if you're ready, go ahead and extend the arms by pressing into the earth, sending the chest in between the forearms, kind of like we do in cow. Big stretch here. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bend the elbows, lower onto the head, the shoulders, the mid, the lower back. Hands on your belly, your chest. Do whatever feels good. Do whatever you need. Breathe in and exhale. Setting up again for bridge or for wheel, and then I'll give you some fun variations for my wheel people. Oh, let me rock my knees in for a moment. Feet hips width distance apart. Bring your hands back next to your ears. Fingertips touching the tips of your shoulders. Pull the elbows in. Inhale, everyone. Press into the heels. Lift the hips. Exhale, press into the hands, head first, and lift up. If you want, you can walk onto your toes. Bring the knees in. Maybe walk your hands closer in, shortening the space and the distance. Rocking forward and back. Maybe dropping one heel, lifting the right or the left, playing around. Then when you're ready, slowly drop everything down. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And take deep breaths. Heart work is often hard work. That's why we do it. That's why we practice it. Just because it's hard doesn't mean we need to steer away from it, or if it's scary or fearful, because the heart can hold a lot. A lot of vulnerable openings that we do sometimes in yoga and can bring up a lot of sensation and feeling. But staying curious with it and bringing in compassion towards ourselves is the most important part, because it's not how you do the pose or how beautifully you do it, or if you do it, if you don't do it. But it's about how you show up during it, how you show up before it, and how you respond after it. Wherever you're at, let's find Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet, the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Arms can be out beside you or on top of like the heart or the belly, whatever feels good. Deep, restorative breaths. Nice. Slowly bring your hands back behind your thighs and close your knees together like you're closing a book. This chapter is over. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Extend the legs up the ceiling or a wall if you have the space, finding waterfall. If you want to hang out on waterfall for a little bit, you can place a block underneath your sacrum or a bolster, a cushion, whatever feels good. Just finding some counter poses from all the heart openers. If you want to find a deeper counter pose here, pressing into your elbows by your side, going into shoulder stand, lift the hips, hands on the low spine, bring your elbows closer in. Then maybe walk your hands up the spine towards the mid, upper back. You can stay here, or you can slowly and gently dip your toes behind you, bringing your hands back onto the earth, pressing into the palms. If you want to find deaf man's pose, let me move this mic. You can bend the knees over the ears. Deep breaths. And then slowly place your hands back onto your back. Lift one leg and then the other. And then slowly walk your hands down as you bend your knees. Extend one leg out and the other just for a moment. Big stretch. Rock your head left and right. And then setting up for supine figure 4. Bend your knees. Left foot can stay on the ground. Right ankle will hook over the left thigh. Gently push that right knee away. And if you want to find a deeper stretch, you can lift the left foot, reaching for the outer left shin or thigh and pulling the thighs into your chest. Rocking side to side. Do you guys hear the birds? And then gently finding a twist, leave your legs as they are and allow then the knees to drop over towards the left. Gazing towards the right, getting into the outer right glute. Deep breaths into the bottom of the belly. Slowly bring your knees back in through center, unraveling. Lift your legs up towards the ceiling. Give your legs some shakes. And then drop the right knee or right foot down. Hook the left ankle onto the right thigh. Gently push out the left knee. Flex the toes. And then when you're ready, you can bring the thighs into your chest. Make any movement or stillness that feels good. If your jaw is tight, maybe with your tongue, just draw on the inside of the mouth, the gums. Feels really nice. And then slowly drop your knees over towards the left, cactus to tee out the arms. Or sorry, drop your knees over towards the right and then look towards the left. I just want everyone to know that if you watched my last video, I put my hand underneath the bookshelf and it was disgusting. It has now since then been cleaned. So, if you were wondering. Take one more breath. Slowly bring your knees back into your chest or shake the legs up towards the ceiling, letting any other tension fly off the feet. And slowly, maybe find a happy baby. Any last minute stretches you feel like you may need, go ahead and take it. And then bending your knees and gently extending the legs out for Shavasana. Take up space, allow the legs to maybe be off the mat if you have the space. Hands off onto the sides, palms facing up, roll the shoulders underneath the chest. Inhale through the nose, fill up slowly. Open the mouth and gently exhale. Allowing the body to be heavy. Allowing the mind to drop into the heart into the rest of the body. Shavasana. I know it's easy to shut the computer now, turn the video off, but if you can, give yourself this next minute or two to rest. Shavasana is so important. It gives your body time to soak in everything that we did. It allows the nerves to restabilize, the muscles, the fascia, the meridians, most importantly, the breath. So I challenge you, if you're one of the people that just shuts the computer down or off right when someone says Shavasana, I encourage you and challenge you to stay. And if you want more time, please stay as you are. But this is where I will end with you. I keep saying, even in my in-person classes, I will end you here. I promise I will not do that. Again, though, if you have time, please stay. Give yourself some more time to rest, to digest, to do nothing. But if you're ending with me, go ahead and seal your prayer at your heart. Bring the prayer to your forehead. And thank you guys. May you all go out, be healthy and happy in all that you do. I'll see you next time. Namaste.